Johnny, why are we seeing an increase in children's medical conditions? What do you mean? What sort of stuff? Autism for a start. Autism and peanut allergies, that sort of thing. And I know, Johnny, you'd remember back in school in the 60s, there didn't seem to be a peanut allergy or a bloody a dairy allergy in sight. Oh yeah, that sort of stuff. Well, I can tell you, in America, a couple of months ago, they released a bloody report that autism was on the increase.
5 on your health this morning. The rate of children diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder in the U.S. is now at an all-time high.
Now to a GMA Health Alert, a new CDC report finding a growing number of children are being diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder in the United States.
That just released new data from the CDC that shows more children than ever are being diagnosed with autism.
In Health Watch today, new numbers from the CDC show 1 in 36 children are identified with autism in the United States.
Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, now it seems that the medical authorities have released this sort of data and they've spread it out to all the bloody TV networks and they've all come up with the same bloody conclusion.
Yeah, it doesn't. Now says that number is 1 in 36 children. Do we know what's driving the increase?
It looks like the majority of increase is because of increased awareness and screening, and that's happening right now.
Data from the second report also comes from the same 11 communities, and researchers here, Glenda, did find that the pandemic caused delays during the early months after COVID arrived, and 4-year-old kids were less likely to be screened or diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder compared to a group of 8-year-old kids when they were the same age.
I have to say about the reason that number went up so much.
People to think it's increased recognition of rates of autism that have in many ways always been there.
An increase in the number of autism diagnoses. And then as soon as that pandemic hits, we see a dramatic decrease in the evaluations for autism as well as...
Jesus Christ! That their diagnosis of autism, it's just got better over the years, and the pandemic, it stopped a lot of people being diagnosed with autism, so that's why the increase is on the rise. Well, I think that's a lot of bullshit. I mean, have you got a rise or not? Doesn't matter whether the bloody the pandemic stopped them being bloody diagnosed, and it doesn't matter if your bloody if your diagnostic tools have got a little bit more sophisticated. The point is, the bloody thing's on the rise. Well, but they all seem to be missing the point, Johnny, as far as I can see. Autism is on the rise. And no one's actually asked what's causing it.
What do you want me to do, draw you a picture?
So, Johnny, what do you reckon's causing it? What do I think, Johnny? Well, absolutely, something is causing it. And we have to do more work to find out what's causing these bloody things. Is it plastics? Nanoplastics in the bloody water. There's plastic everywhere. It's in the fucking rain, it's in the sea, it's everywhere. We're ingesting this stuff. Could it be that? Well, that's a pretty good bloody point. Don't come out and say it's just diagnosis has got better and the pandemic delayed things. Autism is on the rise. So what are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? Well, what about processed foods? Could it be the shitty processed foods we've been eating for bloody 50 years or what? Everything you look at in foods is all processed and bloody fucked around with and got all sorts of additives. That's got to be playing some part in all this bloody increase in everything. Yeah, that's right. But something is causing it.
Yeah, you're right there, right?
I mean, how can you bloody develop an allergy to peanuts or wheat? I mean, that wasn't a thing when we were at school, for Christ's sake. I don't know, Johnny. I'm not sure that we can do any... And I don't see medical authorities winding up to find out exactly what the fucking hell is causing it. I mean, it should be a national bloody emergency.
Stay in your homes, I repeat. Stay in your homes.
If autism, for one, keeps increasing like this, Johnny, by the year 2097, I calculate, we're all going to have fucking autism.